General, you call for me.
Step inside, Vamon.
How do you find your quarters, General?
I find my quarters just fine, Commander. That's not why you were summoned. You see, something's been bothering me.
Mia?
I've spoken to your men at the Keep, and their story is the same as yours. There was a riot instigated by the Resistance. In the ensuing chaos, Apostle Alvani was killed. His body was, inconveniently, burned in the fire. It was a bloodbath, one that someone will have to answer for someday.
Certainly, General. I will see to it.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. I also spoke with some of the surviving prisoners. Their story diverged significantly from yours.
That doesn't surprise me. They're a treacherous lot, looking for any excuse to spread discord.
Maybe so. But before the riot broke out, the Warden claims he was ordered to execute the Apostle. By you. Personally, Commander.
Lies! The infidel is trying to save his own skin.
Perhaps, but what reason would he have to lie? It doesn't absolve him of any responsibility in regards to the riot. He still awaits his trial at Coldstone. He tells me the executioner's sword had been sharpened to take Alvani's head at first light. I'm not saying I trust the man. He's a cruel little person. But he appears to respect the chain of command.
And what did the prisoners tell you?
That the riot was set in motion to free the Apostle, not murder him. And that it succeeded.
That's preposterous. Kian Alvane is ashes. He walks in shadow, lost and afraid, far from the glory of the First Mountain and the light of the Goddess.
So you tell me, Commander, and I'd hate to think you're lying to me or omitting the truth. Your relationship with Alvani. There was animosity. You knew each other when you were boys.
We had run-ins. When we were both on the streets of Sidia, it wasn't uncommon.
But your rivalry was bloodier, went deeper than boyish pranks.
It was a long time ago. We were past that.
I want to believe you, Commander. Your position here is important to me, to the Six, to all of Azadir.
Have I not always served the Goddess and my people, Mia? Have I not proven myself to the Six and the Council? To the Seat, to you? Any suggestion that I'm less than faithful? It greatly offends me.
As it should, Vamon. I have no wish to discover you've been lying to me. I have no wish to see you placed in chains. I want to believe you. And for now, I do. But I will continue investigating this matter, because something about it is not right. Something about it bothers me. If you know something, I urge you to come to me as quickly as possible before I learn you've kept the truth from me.
I have not. I walk in the light, Mir. Everything I do for my nation and my people.
Very well. You may go.
May the Goddess protect you, General.
The light shine upon us all and illuminate our path.
Night, Ulrich!
What news do you have for us, Ulrich?
Right, so a man comes into my bar this afternoon. Azadi soldier, off duty. Has a few beers, starts getting flushed and loose-lipped. Man says there's talk of a raid. This very night, in the magic ghetto. And there's a list.
A list?
The ones they're targeting. The ones they're bringing back out again.
But why now? I mean, it's not payback, is it?
He did mention the weapons shipment that got blown sky-high last week. Caused a fair bit of ruckus, that. Was the talk of this place for days. Seems some people enjoy a good explosion. Apparently, the commander of the Azadi Special Forces took it as a personal insult. A commander...
Vamon. He would take that personally.
Also, man said, there's been more weapons and supplies being smuggled into the city, right under Azadi noses. Well, they've caught a few shipments, so they know people are arming themselves in the ghetto, that there's trouble brewing.
The mole's been more cooperative than usual. Whatever you did for Kian, it appears to have been appreciated.
So, the way I see it, the Azadi might want to make a decisive strike tonight.
before they lose control of Old Town.
Well, they're not wrong. So, we need to find out who's on this list, and we need to know when they're gonna strike and from where, and we need to...
Patience, Inu. One thing at a time. First, we must learn if, when, and where this raid is taking place. Then we must warn our friends, including the mole. And then we must get our own people to safety before the Azadi come.
I have a few contacts I can poke. Liko?
I'll start with our people in the ghetto. Kian, if you could pay the mole a courtesy call.
That won't take long. Is there anything else I can do?
I doubt it. Let's meet back here before midnight.
Will do. Good luck, the both of you.
Watch your back.
Kian, if I may have a word. In private. I have a message from a common friend. She wishes to see you, alone, as soon as possible. She told me she'd wait for you where all of Old Town lies below us. Wherever that might be. She does like to speak in riddles, that one.
Thanks, Elvik.
And when you do see her, tell her it's time she paid her tab. She won't receive another drop of Merryminstrom until she does.
It's a nice view, isn't it? I've always found Marcuria beautiful, especially in summer. Of course, those metal tubes are a bit of an eyesore. And that tower... Actually, the tower I quite like.
Why did you want to meet me?
Oh, so impatient. You always were. I've been saving something for a rainy day. Someone, actually. And, well, no rain at the moment. But the forecast for tonight sounds grim.
It can't hurt to pool our resources and share information. She knows something about tonight. It can't hurt to pool our... We've heard the same thing. Something's happening tonight. Possibly an Azadi raid on Old Town.
That's what I've heard too. But I don't know anything else. Yet. That's where you come in. There's an Azadi officer, high-ranking, a captain. He has, an arrangement with a young woman in Old Town. A non-human.
He's fucking a magical.
Eloquent, but yeah, he's fucking a magical. We both know what it would do to his career if anyone found out.
They'd strip him of his rank. He'd be arrested, tortured, most likely sentenced to death.
All for a little blue girl and some exotic sex. Your people are so predictable, Azadi. So easy to compromise. You know, the more things you forbid, the more sins there are to be tempted by. You're a nation of the repressed, a powder keg ready to blow.
But how will this information help us?
Today is this officer's day with his young lady. She has a room near Shady Quay. Our horny captain never goes alone. The fool brings his uniformed knave to keep watch, which is convenient, like a big arrow pointing to the right door. If you were to confront the captain in a compromising position, there'd be no limit to what you could accomplish.
Why give me this information? You could have profited from it yourself.
I have no need for money or leverage. But I thought you could put this to good use. Find out what's going down. Maybe stop it, save some lives, or take some.
I thought you didn't care about the resistance.
I never said that. I never said I did either. But maybe I care for other things.
Why did you bring me all the way up here to tell me this?
Because I don't trust them or anyone. I've been burned in the past.
But why me?
Because you, Kian, I trust.
This isn't right. Anna, wait.
Did you hear the one about the magical and the pregnant pig? No? It's hilarious. I think it starts with the magical in a pigsty.
Go on through.
Or...
Good evening,
the other way
citizen.
round. No, forget it. Avoid the shadows. There may be magicals.
My table's always open, day and night.
He's not doing a very good job of being inconspicuous, but maybe that's the idea. He's guarding that door. I'm guessing that's where I'll find the mole.
What do you want?
I need to speak with the mole.
She's not expecting you.
She'll want to hear what I have to say.
Fine. But keep your hands where I can see 'em.
Azadi apostate not dead yet? I expect you'd be dead by now. If you live this long, you might even make it to my age, but I don't recommend it. When your bones ache each morning and you can barely hold your liquor anymore, you curse the gods for keeping you alive. You come to warn Mole, then?
How did you know?
The Mole always know. Whispers travel on the wind and voices reverberates through the soil. There's word of raid happening. Of course no one know for sure. The Azadi usually stay out of Old Town, afraid to cause ruckus, upset the order of things, afraid of people rising up against them. Though times do change. Whether Azadi attack happen or not, Mole's prepared. Don't you worry about the Mole. Mole has burrows. Beside, it may be time to leave Mercuria altogether. Those infernal machines your people build make my fur stand on end. They crackle, they buzz. They are opposite of magic. Make Mole's head pound. Dunno what they're for and what'll happen when they're all done building them, but Mole don't like it. don't like it one bit. Something's coming, Kian of the rebels. I smell it. I feel it in my whiskers, in my aching bones. Something unnatural, something mean. There's no room in Mercuria for magic or for magicals. Not anymore. No. Whether a Zardi attack is coming or not, it's time for the mole to dig other burrows. Or perhaps return home to the birth burrow. Find an old familiar hole to sleep in. Sleep until this shadow has passed. Or until we're all of us dry bones beneath the soil. You may consider your warning delivered. This is the last you'll see of me. The last you see of the Banda, the burrowers, the little ones who sing to the soil. My people, all gone. You tell your shepherd she's welcome to everything in my possession. All the weapons and food and medicine. All you need to keep fighting. Watch your hide, Kian of Clan Alvarne. These are dark times, and you're at the heart of it all. Well? Why are you still here? Go! Go! May the soil be ever soft under your feet, Apostle. The fate of worlds falls on you now.
There's official Azadi business going on here. You'll want to turn around and walk away.
He's guarding the door to that house. This must be where that Azadi officer meets his girl. I need to find a way to get him away from the door.
Exotic oils, foreign herbs, soothing salves, ointments. I've got the non-magical medicines your body needs.
Cured Elgin meat, pickled shrimp cheese,
Tiny toad
crispy
testicles.
bitter leaf,
A common
wrapped in a
alchemical
crunchy
ingredient here in the
yeast bun.
Northlands. I've read quite a lot about this.
What can I do for you, friend? Would you care for a tasty sandwich?
Your sign says sandwiches and fireflowers.
Ah, yes. Used to be I made the best fireflowers in Old Town. Spectacular things that lit up the night sky. Sparklers and illuminations, crackers and flyers. But no more, I'm afraid. Alchemy apparently falls under the definition of magic these days and is therefore strictly forbidden. I can make you a savoury sandwich, though. Guaranteed sand and witch free.
I've seen fireworks in the past. They're spectacular, and they make a lot of noise. A perfect diversion. I'd like to buy one of your fireflowers.
Can't help you with that, I'm afraid.
The Azadi have banned the use of illuminations, crackers, sparklers and flyers. Any and all alchemy.
How about the ingredients? I would only need some of your powders and...
My hands are tied, friend. Or at least they will be if I sell you any of my alchemic powders and potions. The orders are quite clear. There's to be no trade of any sort in magical items. In fact, I should probably clear away those chemicals later today. This place is flush with thieves and mendicants. Can I tempt you with a savoury sandwich? I'm the best sandwicher in all of Old Town. Also the only sandwicher in Old Town.
Thanks, but no.
Very well. Just remember that I serve the best sandwiches in town, and absolutely no fireflowers whatsoever. Mercuria's foremost sandwicher here, ready to perform sandwich to your exact orders.
Did you find that turncoat you were looking for?
I did, thanks to you.
Did you kill him?
I did not. He's in our custody.
You should kill him. He's a traitor.
Well, sometimes even traitors deserve second chances.
Really? Huh. Are you on another mission?
Perhaps. I'm sorry, boy, but I'm quite busy.
Let me help.
The boy might prove useful, but I don't know how yet. I don't need help right now, but I'll let you know when I do.
Sure. It's not like I have anything better to do.
Hello again, friend. Hungry? Peckish? Hankering for a savoury sandwich?
Even if I was hungry, those sandwiches sound dubious. But if it helps divert her attention, I'll have one of your sandwiches.
Brilliant! Step right over here, friend, to my sandwiching table. Step right over here, friend, and we can get started. Now, will that be on fried flatbread, steamed yeast bun, or a baked grain roll?
I'm quite sure this is unimportant. I really have no idea. What was that again? Steamed bun.
Yeasty bottom. Oh, I mean, bun steam yeast. Balance. Steamed yeast bun coming up.
Nibbles, scrub, tasty morsels.
And just a dash of this and a dash of that and some of this and a bit of that. How about some fermented moon seeds with that?
Anything to keep her distracted. Yes, please.
Splendid. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing, friend? Are you stealing from me? Surely you're no thief. A tall, strapping fellow like yourself.
Nibbles, scrub, tasty morsels.
Have you changed your mind? Do you want my help now?
He might actually turn out to be useful to me. You want to help?
Yeah.
Even if it's dangerous?
What do you think?
What do you know about fireworks?
You mean fireflowers? I know everything. My father makes Bakshivan candles for the Festival of Turning every year.
Fine. Follow me.
Yes!
Sandwiches. I've got tasty sandwiches.
Can I tempt you with a savoury sandwich? I'm the best sandwicher in all of Old Town. Also the only sandwicher in Old Town.
I'll have one of your sandwiches.
Brilliant! Step right over here, friend, to my sandwiching table. Now, meat. Today I have a cured elguan, pickled saltwater snapjaw, and kitten carpaccio.
Kitten? Kitten?
My apologies, that's Kit A carpaccio, a delicacy of the Rose Court. More of a doggy taste to it.
Doggy.
Dogie. It's a bird. Tastes like chicken.
Ah, yes, then that, please.
You better be hungry, you better not be fed. The sandwich maker's knife is cutting up your bread. Sunny side gets cheese, and the other one gets meat. A sandwich make... Didn't I tell you to stand... Oh, good, you're back. Now, stay still while I prepare your sandwich.
Midnight snack, early breakfast.
And just a dash of this and a dash of that and some of this and a bit of that. Oh, would you like some crispy bitter leaf?
Anything to keep her distracted. Yes, please.
Splendid. I can't be expected to perform adequate sandwich. Where did you go? It's very important that you stand right there while I'm sandwiching. It's a delicate craft, I'll have you know. You better be hungry, you better not be fed. The sandwich maker's knife is cutting up your bread. Sunny side gets cheese, and the other one gets meat. A sandwich maker's craft is, something. Feet. A dash of pungent oxy topping, yes or no?
Anything to keep her distracted. Yes, please.
Splendid.
Quickly, grab those ingredients.
Can do.
Something to tide you over before tea. Midnight snack, early breakfast.
Right, here we are, as ordered. Mostly. I had to make a few alterations. Remember to chew well and don't swallow too soon. Also, if you feel any discomfort whatsoever, a spoonful of vinegar should do the trick. If not, please visit a physician post-haste.
I've got eats from across the Northlands, from far away as a deer.
Exotic oils, foreign herbs, soothing salves, ointments.
How was that?
That was perfect. But remember, stealing is wrong.
You told me to steal.
In this case, it was justified. But don't steal. You'll lose a hand or your head.
Here's the stuff.
I've got the non-magical medicines your body needs. Fully authorized and licensed. No sorcery.
You said your father taught you how to make fire flowers.
Well, sort of. He made Bakshivan candles, and I watched him make them, but he never let me do it myself. Said it might blow my fingers off or burn my eyes out, but I can give you instructions.
Fair enough. What do I do first?
First, make the glowy balls. I don't know exactly how to make the glowy balls, but when my dad did it, the balls came out all glowy.
My table's always open, day and night.
Good. Now you need to make the fire powder somehow. My father was never too clear on how that part's done. All I know is that it's powder that went psst when it was lit.
No sorcery. My table's always...
All that's left is to combine all the ingredients in a tube. That should be easy, right? You start with the fire powder at the bottom. And then the glowy balls on top, until the tube is full.
Soothing salves, ointments.
That looks okay. I'm not sure how well it's going to work, but There's only one way to find out.
My table's always open, day and night.
Boy, try and distract that guard away from the door.
Hey, you got it! I bet you can't catch me!
Scram, you little shit.
Here you go, boy. Now don't light this before I tell you to.
Oh, man! I'll be careful, I promise. I can't wait
I
to
must
see how
distract
this one
that guard
burns.
somehow. Use the fireworks to distract the guard away from that door.
Yes, yes. Hey, hey! Check this out. Come and get me!
Come back here, you little shit. What in Shadow's name are you? Apostle! You're dead!
He won't hurt you again, child. I promise. Leave. Do not come back.
My head's hurting. Why is my... What's happening? Who are you? Where's Ramin? Why am I tied to... Alvane. You're not dead. How in Shadow's name? I'll pay you. I'll make you wealthy. I'll get you a pardon from the tower and...
Shut your mouth. I need information.
What do you mean by
If you speak out of turn again, I'll cut off your dick and shove it down your throat. The raid tonight.
I don't know anything about a raid.
He will lie. Unless I show him what happens when he does. Unless I cause him pain. I cannot justify torture. I'll have to convince him to talk to me, and trust that he reveals the truth. You believe you have more to lose by speaking to me. You're wrong. You've been consorting with a magical, a Dolmari, a child. You know the punishment for even one of those crimes is execution. All three. They will make an example of you. They'll string you up in the tower square. They'll sever your genitals, gouge your eyes out, dip your feet in molten metal. They'll make you suffer unbearable agony. You will plead for death. And death will come. But slowly. Slowly. Tell me what you know, or the tower will learn of your crimes.
There will be a raid. In the Magic Ghetto, before the sun rises tomorrow. I'm not part of it. I haven't been in the meetings, I don't know the details. But they plan to root out the rebels and the collaborators hiding in Old Town. Some they'll exile to the islands. Others they'll kill. As punishment for siding with the Resistance, as a warning to others. That's all I know. I swear to it on my mother's office.
Let's go over this again. Tell me everything you know.
Please, don't kill me. I won't tell anyone about this. About you, I can't. They'll execute me. I'll do anything. I'll spy for you. I'll feed you information from inside the tower. Just spare me. Please. For the love of the goddess, I beg you.
He has much to lose if he reveals what happens here. But I can't risk it. And his crimes are too grave. There's always a risk that he will reveal what happened here. But if I spare his life, he could be of value to us. He has much to lose if he reveals what happens here. You deserve no mercy.
No!
Shadow take your black soul. Where's the guard?
He's in a mud cellar, stuck to his knees in Elgwyn dung. He'll be busy for a while.
You did good, Bib.
What happened in there? Did you get what you needed?
I did. Listen, you can't stay here in Old Town. The Azadi are coming.
I'm not afraid of the Azadi.
Nevertheless, you need to leave. I'll bring you to the Enclave, and you'll be safe with...
But I'm not going anywhere. This is where I live. What if my parents come back? They'll be looking for me.
You're not safe here. I'm sure your parents would be happier knowing you're with us.
You just want to put me in an orphanage.
Wait. Shadow. Children.
The General is asking questions.
I've heard. We must find Kian before...
I'll make sure Harmy's attentions are directed elsewhere. Tonight's raid on the Magic Ghetto will be a good start.
What did he say?
The General tells me that my men are sticking to the story, but that some of the prisoners are spreading rumors. It's of little concern. They will not live to see another interview.
And arouse more suspicion? Don't be a fool, Vermon.
Don't ever call me a fool.
Then try not to act like one. Who else did he speak with?
The Warden.
What? I thought you were taking care of that problem.
You're the one who worries about arousing suspicion. I couldn't simply have him executed. There are laws.
And now the General has a witness.
An infidel's testimony can never be used against Trueborn.
But his words can fuel further investigations.
The General will soon have other matters to concern himself with. We're stepping up the deportations and we're close to completing the machine. After that, Kian's death will be low on his list of priorities.
And in the meantime, the General is pursuing leads.
Like I said, tonight's raid will distract him.
How so?
Because it won't go well. The rebels will strike. Many of his men will die, our forces will be on high alert, and, as Supreme Commander, it'll be Harmy's job to clean up.
He will blame you.
And I will take responsibility. And action. There will be little time for his investigations. By the time the situation is under control again, other matters will have taken precedence. We will keep the General's attentions elsewhere until our mission here is done. And then, no one
will challenge us. I hope you're right.
I always am. Come here.
This is not the time for...
I'm as hard as Nigali steel. This is exactly the time.
I apologize for being late, but I have important...
Every minute wasted could mean lives lost. Anu, can you tell us what you've learned?
Not a whole lot. No one's talking. There's not even a whisper of a raid. I'm starting to think maybe Ulvik's loose-lipped, drunken Azadi was merely a braggart. Also, merely a braggart? I've been around you guys too long. I'm starting to speak like a sullen warrior.
I went looking for our people in Old Town. They're standing by for my word. I don't want to pull them out of the city until we know for sure what's happening. Let's hope for their sake Anu's right, and there's no raid tonight.
The raid is taking place, just before sunrise. We still have several hours.
How did you come up?
Hey, Big Blue, let him speak.
The plan is to arrest as many magicals as possible, along with rebel sympathizers. It's a show of strength. They want us to be scared.
Where did you get this information, Kian?
From a trusted source. I met her here before we...
Mystery Woman! I remember Mystery Woman! Well, I remember you talking about Mystery Woman. She's a friend of Ulvik's, right? We can definitely trust her.
She told me about an Azadi officer who visits with an underage Dalmari girl. And she told me where to find him.
He was with a child? That's sick.
And did you find him?
I did. He told me that this will be their biggest raid on the ghetto so far. Given his rank and the precariousness of his situation, I believe him.
How did you get him to talk?
When he understood his predicament, he was perfectly willing to spill his guts.
I don't know.
Seriously? I mean, I'd much rather trust Kian's source than mine.
What if this source of yours is playing you for a fool? What if it's bait, meant to draw us out and distract us?
No Azadi would commit a mortal crime in order to set a trap. His soul is damned to the shadow for eternity.
I think we should listen...
Maybe your information is trustworthy, Kian, but I'm not willing to bet our position in Old Town on it. We'll tell our people to be vigilant. If there is a raid, at least they'll be forewarned.
You're making a mistake.
We'll know soon enough, Azadi.
Where's the officer now? Did you let him go?
I ended his life.
You what?
He'd molested a child. He deserved death. He will languish in shadow for eternity.
I would have done the same.
I'm sure he deserved it, but won't they come looking for him? Also, it sounds like we lost an opportunity to have a valuable source inside the tower.
I couldn't let him live after what he'd done to the girl.
At least you see her as a girl, and not just a magical. You made the right choice. The honorable choice.
Honorable? You think it's honorable to murder a man? You're both insane.
It's time we headed back to the Enclave.
I wish you'd let him live. I mean, at least then we'd have a source in the tower, if nothing else. But I guess you're on Liko's good side now. He may not trust information unless it's being bled out of someone, but the man does enjoy a righteous murder. I'm just not so sure how I feel about it.
However did you get here?
Things didn't go too well the last time I connected to a dreamer.
Mira, do you have a second?
Depends. Are you done? I need those bots to go out tomorrow.
Almost done. I was wondering if I could leave a teensy bit early today.
Be kind. Rewind. Almost?
Mostly. I'm mostly done.
In your experience, Petal, what's my answer to a question like that?
One filled with expletives. But it's really important that
Of course it's fucking important. It's always important. It's never not important. You wouldn't be asking if it wasn't important, would you, Kutria? So what's so important that you feel it takes precedence over the work I pay you to do?
I have an appointment with the editor of The Hand. They're doing a story and
he can't do this story without you. Even though he's a professional reporter and you're what are you again?
You tell me. Most of the time I'm running errands. I should be programming.
Should is a big word. I should be making $1 million yuan. I should not be forced to run my operations out of a mother-churing garage. And you should be grateful you have a job that pays a decent salary.
Decent?
A salary. Go on, get out of here before I change my mind and make you work overtime. Just be here extra early tomorrow to, I don't know, what do you hate doing the most?
Sitting at my terminal learning more about neural programming. I really, really hate that.
Mopping floors. That's it. You'll come extra early to mop the fucking floors. All right?
Yes. Fine. Sure. Mira treats Wit like shit, but it doesn't seem to faze him. They have a very complicated relationship. Like siblings. Dysfunctional siblings.
Hello, Zoe. I'm not available right now, but I wanted a chance to speak with you again. I've left the campaign, and Europolis. I understand why you gave the data to the Hand, and I appreciate your honesty. I'm still very angry, but not with you. I hope we can stay friends. Message me. I'll call you back as soon as I can. In the meantime, take care of yourself, Sissy. I mean that.
What do you mean you won't let me in? You will let me in. This is my office.
Step back, citizen, or I will be forced to shoot.
I will not step back, you pisslick. You'll have to shoot me where I stand before I...
Sully? What's going on?
Christ on the Tarpees, Zoe. You shouldn't be here.
We have an appointment.
Kasha, of course. I'm such a salak. I should have messaged you as soon as Our offices were attacked last night by masked goons. They trashed everything. Our screens, our furniture, everything. When I called in this morning, these things show up. Battlesuits, syndicate agents. They take our equipment away, interrogate my employees. And now they refuse to let me back in my own booking office!
What? Why?
They claim we're under investigation. Us! We're the victims here!
So, what about...
But the story? We can't publish anything right now. They've confiscated our databanks and terminals, cut our wire access. Even my iris is displaying an error message. They have been exceptionally thorough. But the data is safe. Our research is safe. We've learned our lessons. We keep everything on offshore servers in Iceland. No amount of court orders, corporate threats, or military action can get to that data. But for the time being, that's also where it stays. If we try to access it remotely, they'll intercept our connection. If we try to publish it, they'll stick us in the gulag.
Is that what this is all about?
What else could it be? We were this close to revealing a connection between the I clampdown, several of the political parties, and the Wati-controlled syndicate.
So what's gonna happen?
Right now, nothing. We sit tight, let them believe they've silenced us. And then we find a way to publish. Your man, Reza, caught the first Vactrax north this morning, carrying 3 very expensive and very, very secure holomems. He'll retrieve our backups, and then we'll take it from there.
Reza did what? He didn't tell me. How did he get out?
He got out by not telling anyone he was getting out. He disabled his iris, used a disposable identity, got smuggled across the river in an empty container. He'll try and get in touch as soon as he's made it safely to Iceland, but he will need to be careful. You can bet your god they're monitoring every channel of communication.
I guess he's not there yet. Oh shit, Sully, I feel responsible.
You just handed us the story of the year. The fact that they'll go to such lengths to silence us is a good thing. But you do need to watch your back, Zoe. There's every chance Waticorp's keeping an eye on you as well. The clampdown is their doing, behind the cover of the Syndicate. They want people off the streets into Dreamtime, for whatever reasons.
Which is why they're buying political power.
Exactly. Yeah, we have proof that both Unity and the European Dawn are in their pockets. Whoever wins the election will be under Wati's thumb. It seems the only party that isn't being run by the corporations is Manifesto.
It's not like they're gonna win the election.
If we are able to publish our story before the election, who knows? Never underestimate the collective anger of the masses.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting a call.
Is it Reza?
No. Nela. Why would she be calling? One moment.
Is this a bad time?
No, it's fine. What's up, Nela?
I need to see you. Can we meet in the shuk?
No problem. I'll be there in a minute.
Thanks, Zozo.
Oh, I need to run. Can we talk later?
You bet. I'm gonna do my best to make life difficult for these bastards. But I'll call you.
Map! Get your map here! Yee-haw, I got a hand. I hope you get to where you go.
Life is dreary and meaningless.
The eye in the sky reminds you that loitering and unlicensed congregation in the streets is strictly illegal in areas under eye administration. Stay inside, stay connected, stay safe.
Safe. Dependable.
Before last year, I was never that into Crowboy. I don't know what happened, but now I find him adorable.
Crowboy's here to help you find your way in ProPass.
The eye in the sky watches so you don't have to. Help us help you. Stay inside and comply with all eye directives without delay.
You look like you could need some directions, miss.
Citizens, pay close attention to the following message. If you have no business outside, please return to your offices or rooms. Your cooperation is appreciated.
Nela?
Zozo, thanks for coming.
Are you okay?
I just need a favor. I need you to hold on to this for me.
What is it?
Something personal. Will you keep it safe?
Sure, but why? What's going on?
I don't want it to get lost, or...
Why would it? Nela, you're making me worried. Are you involved in something?
Don't worry about it, Zozo. Just keep that safe for a little while. I'll get in touch soon. Thanks for coming so quickly. I have to run.
But I don't...
I really have to go. There's something I need to do. Bye, Zoe.
Something's going on. She looked freaked out. Maybe I should follow and make sure she's okay.
Avoid threatening movements. Avoid unsavory company. Avoid any unauthorized congregations. Demonstrations are a tool for terrorists. Avoid demonstrations. Stay safe. Stay inside. Stay in touch through your Watty dream machines. The streets are dangerous. Avoid the streets. Crowds are unsafe. Avoid crowds.